and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. Do you see this fall goodness down before you? So we're going to talk through my mental block about fall paper. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I purged and I still have so much paper. And I have a goal. I'm wanting to get the paper that I use all the time. I want that to be behind me. I have a total of 20 cubbies behind me. And friends, that's enough. That's plenty of paper. Currently, I am using 4 of those 20 cubbies to hold tools. So that I have dies. 2 cubbies are holding dies and 2 cubbies are holding stamps. That may change. This process is fluid. It's ever changing. But I still want to get my paper behind me. And there are areas that I have been a glutton about purchasing paper. And I know I go through the whole mental process and the feeling bad about because I've spent the money on it. All of those thoughts, I've had them. And they have bogged me down. Trust me. This has been years in the making. This didn't happen yesterday. It didn't even happen last year. It didn't even all happen in 2020. Even though 2020 was kind of like a breaking point, it didn't all happen in 2020. So this is years and years and years and years and years in the making. I've been scrapbooking since 1999. And coincidentally enough, I began scrapbooking in the fall of 1999. So I have all of this paper. And I'm having to constantly make new decisions to reach the goal that I want. That's for my space. I don't want it to be in this room to the point that we can't walk around and enjoy the space that I have. I want to be able to have choices, still feel creative. I still want to buy. And right now, I feel very guilty about purchasing anything because I have so much already. There's beautiful product coming out all the time, and I still want to shop. I still want to buy the new collections. So I feel like I'm being inhibited by the product that I already own. So now it's time to make new decisions. Kind of like once you see so much, you have to decide what you really want to use. My husband and I joined 3 households into this house when we moved here. And he had egg beaters. I had egg beaters. And we had bought egg beaters so that we could live in this house when we would come up to visit before we actually moved in. So when we got here, we had to choose the egg beaters that were our favorite. The ones that we loved using. And we did. The others we donated. That's what I'm getting down to. So I decided this morning, this actually started Friday morning. Friday morning before work, I thought, I am going to finally get to my spring and summer categories. And I started going through them and purging. Spring and summer categories are fairly easy for me to purge and to go through with an objective eye because I scrap a lot of boys. And spring and summer, I kind of have to stretch myself to scrap with those collections and those categories because they seem more feminine to me. You know, they're the pastels. I don't have babies anymore. They're bright. That's not my son's personalities. It's not even my husband's personality. So I just kind of feel like I have to kind of stretch myself to use those colors. more masculine colors, the darker tones, grungy. I'm with it. I'm down with it. Can totally scrapbook with those. My friend Teresa mentioned recently in one of her videos that, and I'll have her linked below, that she had decided she was going to make some paper kits, not page kits, not all of the embellishments and all of that stuff with it, just paper kits. So this morning, as I was going through, I pulled out, I'm on my fall section. I want to start reducing my fall collection. Who needs 39 inches of fall paper? I don't. I'll never use it. And we all know that this fall, I'm going to want some more, something that comes out. So as I was looking through it and kind of flipping through, and I love this, I love that, I realized I do not have an objective eye when it comes to fall paper, because I love it all. I love, love, love fall. I love, love, love fall paper. And looking at it inspires me. I want to use all of it. I won't, but that's what my brain says. So I thought, I've got to come up with a plan that takes me out of my emotions and makes this a more practical process. And that little thing that my friend Teresa said the other day came back to my head, and I thought, oh, okay. Right now, so this morning when I pulled these paper pads off of the shelf, I had almost 8 inches of just paper pads. Just paper pads. And last summer, when I was purging and putting them on the shelf and putting like things together, I had thought I couldn't live without these paper pads. That's why they were on the shelf. I felt like I couldn't live without them. So this morning, when I started looking through them, I still had that feeling. I can't live without them. But then Teresa's words came to mind, and I thought, okay. Now, logically, I can pull myself back and say, I'm not going to love every single paper in a paper pad. I won't. And not every single paper in a paper pad will I want 2 of. So I can tear down a paper pad and make a paper kit of just the pages I love. That way, I still have the paper pad. I don't need to know the name of it. Knowing the name of a paper pad is not going to help me create pages. I don't need to know that. I don't even need it for making videos. So these things that have been holding me back, I'm trying to use logic and practicality to break myself out of these areas where I have just a brain block. And as I started tearing down, there's a couple of things that I was selfish about. It's okay. It is 100% okay for me to decide I want all of that. I just can't do that about every single thing. So we're going to go through this paper pad called Fall Gathering by Die Cuts with a View. And this is why I decided to turn on the video. It's because when I got to this one, I remember getting this. I remember because I bought when Die Cuts with a View hit Joanne, and I think there were 4. I was in a hurry. I didn't look through all 4 paper pads. I just saw that they were 4 new fall paper pads. So I picked up all 4. Didn't look through them. Didn't even know if I liked them. I picked them up because they were new paper pads. Fall, gotta have it. And this morning when I started looking through this paper pad, I thought, wow, I love this one. Love it. And this was one of the ones I was selfish with because I had bought 2 of them. When I got it home and looked through it, I loved it and decided I wanted another one. So now that I've torn down 2 of them instead of having 2 paper pads, I have this much. And this I can give away to somebody else because I didn't want all of that. But then I came to this one, which I bought at the exact same time, and I hadn't even opened it. I had just kind of flipped through it and thought, oh yeah, I like that. That's all I had done. This morning I opened it up and started actually looking through it and started thinking, don't have to have that. Don't have to have that. No, I kind of like this one. And as I was going through the pad, I said that more and more and more. These designs really aren't my style. Now, can I use this fall rainbow stripe? Sure. Do I love it? Not really. There's nothing in here that just really strikes me as, oh man, I've just got to have that. Now, you may be different. This wood grain's nice, but I have a ton of wood grain. So why did I think I had to have this paper pad? Because there's, honestly, this pattern here, I like it. So I'm down to, right now, 3 patterns that I really like. I could put this in my green section, but I don't need anything else in my green section. I have lots of green. Nothing's really striking my fancy. I love text, and it has all fall words, so that would be nice to have. Now we're to 4 papers. Nothing. I don't like the foil text, so I could put that with my color category, but don't really need anything in there. I'm just not in love. Now this, you know, I do love. I love a nice check and a nice gingham. I love this text. So out of this paper pad, there's only 6 papers. 6 papers out of 36. 6 that I really, really like. That was a waste of money. My friends, I'm woman enough to say it. This was a waste of my money. It was a waste of my time. It was a waste of my energy carrying it out of the store. Because I have enough fall paper to make up for those 6. I did not have to have this. So this one would get donated. Now this is going to go back to what Teresa said. Making a paper kit. Out of a piece of paper, out of a paper pad. Once again, I bought this paper pad the same day. I don't like the shine. I don't. So this, I think, what is it called? UV gloss. That's what's here. It has UV gloss. I don't love that. And I should have read it before I left the store. I didn't. I was in a hurry. I was just going to pop in real quick, grab the paper pads that had hit Joanne, and run right back out. So just flipping through this one, I can see maybe, once again, 4 or 5 papers that I really, really like. And the rest is just, no. So this is going away. I have 2 of the Farmstead Harvest. Let's see if it was worth buying 2. Nope. Nope. I like these houses. Nope. No. Text. Like that. So we're up to 2. Now, I'm not fond of foil, but I do like this foil leaf. So that I would keep that. There's 3. I like this. That's 4. I like these borders. We're up to 5. Text, once again, 6. Love this floral. 7, and I like the B side. I like the leaves, that's 8. This one, we're doing better with this one. And I like these cut aparts, 9. So in this paper pad, I like 9. I have 2 of it. Now really, did I need 2? No, ma'am. Fall Forest, once again, I got 2. That's a no. I like this. I like this, but not that. I don't like the foil animals. I do like the yellow pattern. I like the petite leaves. I like this coral pattern. And I like these petite bunches of flowers. I like this buffalo check. So yeah, I'm liking quite a bit of this. However, don't need 2 of them. So one of them will get donated. I like those cut aparts. And I like the fact that the backs are patterns, or just plain patterned paper. So one will get donated, and one I'm going to work through. I did have 2 of Autumn Chill. I remember using one last year for quite a bit of my paper. And you know what? I think I'm done with it. This is going to get donated. Because I'm ready to move on. I don't need to keep playing with this. This is Fall Basics, so it's just a lot of background paper. The foil I may get rid of, but this is a good one to keep. And this is Pumpkin Spice. This is an older pad. It is more difficult for me to get rid of 2-sided paper. One-sided, single-sided paper, if I don't like it, it's easy for me to just, cut it loose. But there's always the possibility I may like the other side. And I'm not 100% loving much of this. No. So this is going to be easy to cut down. Now that I've gone through all of that, these are the papers that I absolutely wanted to keep. So I've gone down from almost, what did I say, almost 8 inches, almost 7 inches, I can't remember, almost 8 inches, down to this on my shelf. So this is just a little short video to kind of walk through my mental process as I'm changing things in my space. If it helps you not to fall into some of the same traps that I've fallen into, great. If you just like sitting here watching me go through paper, thank you. That's something that I enjoy doing too. It's relaxing to me to watch somebody go through their paper. I hope that this has been helpful to you. So the trap, for me, some of the traps that I've fallen in is fall, because I love fall, and being in a hurry and not actually shopping and looking in the store. So, and just, buying because I'm in a hurry. So those were the 2 traps I wanted to talk about, and how now I'm slowing down and kind of combating some of those traps. We will come back and talk again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.